Hey.
Lord, I don't even know where to begin.
It's happening. It's happening.
not what it means to me.
Shh. It's a secret. I see you free falling with your parachute pants. Look like the Vegas Strip lighting up when you dance. Got your threads dripping with the glitz and the glam. Ain't nothing gonna hold you back. Rolling.
If you've ever rolled your eyes at your mum, then cried because she didn't get you, congratulations! You're basically living a Gilmore Girls episode.
Today, we are channeling our inner Lorelai and Rory, minus the yell pressure, plus a whole lot more real talk.
We're talking mums, mentors, and the emotional mayhem of becoming your own woman when your mum basically still sees you as a 12-y.
Yep, live
Story
the cat.
of my life.
It's complicated, it's confusing, but so beautiful. And that's why we're here to break it down, but give it a little sass, honesty, and a whole lot of this.
Coffee! Welcome to Secret Conversations with My Teacher. This one is for the girls who love their mums and sometimes need a minute or two.
Good. Check. All right. So, Renee and I were just sitting here going through like a bit of the script.
While you stuff your face.
That's what I'm good at. You've got to remember that's actually a talent. And
Is it?
Yeah, and I think I've nailed it. I stuff my face regularly. And the other thing I do is...
Oh, yeah, I know.
I know.
Actually, where's mine?
Can you remember in the classroom how many cups of coffee? I would have had more cups of coffee than Lorelai, Gilmore, and Rory put together. Do you remember that about me?
No.
You don't.
No, I remember you wearing heels and short skirts, and that's about it.
I can't believe that you said that. I actually did.
Look, am I wrong?
Well, we had a length when I was teaching.
Oh, yeah, of course. I would imagine.
And we had to keep to that length. I did get reprimanded, but I am grateful for that because I probably pushed the boundary a little bit, only because like I love fashion and you
were like what, 21, 22?
I was.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
so you were quite young. You're like, I'm single. You're like, I don't want to get married, but
I know.
I still want to get attention.
It's not about attention. It was more so I wanted to feel good about who I was.
Yeah.
And, like as a woman, as a young woman, you got to like, at that age, I really didn't have an identity. I was trying to find my identity. I think
when you're in your early 20s, you don't.
You don't. You really don't. It's crazy. Yeah. No. So, yeah. Anyway,
we're getting off topic.
We are getting off topic because today's episode is all about
Mummy.
Yes, because we want to tie up the month of May with a nice beautiful big bow on the top because we've had some reels
with flowers and balloons.
Yeah, that's right, because definitely much. Oh, did you see the episode from Gilmore Girls where she dated the teacher and he...
Oh, no, I'm not up to there yet.
Oh, you have to. That's actually, when I was teaching, I was listening to that episode. I was watching that episode. Well, that kind of like romance.
I do know that happens, but I haven't gotten up to there yet.
Well, you'll have to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's actually, I loved it because like I was at that age where I was transitioning from a Rory into a Lorelai.
Yeah.
So I remember starting to watch the Gilmore Girls when I was in year 11 and 12, but then I got so much into my study. But yeah, because that was my age around that time. And then when I transitioned into teaching, I was more like becoming a Lorelai, and that's kind of what scared me. But it also, I was like, well, if Lorelai is hot at that age, I I can kind of like be okay with that. So, Lorelai, if you ever,
Mind you, she did have Rory when she was 16.
yeah, I know, but still, like, I
Spoiler
was
alert.
like moving into that more of an adult, and I was starting to think of myself as older because I was teaching you guys.
That's true.
You know, and you're all like young and beautiful, and
To this day, it still baffles me that you were my teacher.
yeah,
Because
no,
we
it's
don't
weird.
have that dynamic between us. Like, we're friends. Like, we're best friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic again.
Yes.
We tend to do that.
Mm-hmm. But life is off topic. Life
That's
does not
true.
go according to the
That's
script.
true.
And that's what,
very true.
I know. That's one thing I wish I could have told my younger self.
Yes. Actually,
Mm.
have you seen that trend where it's like, oh, I met up with my 16-year-old self. She ordered this, I ordered that.
No, I haven't. But
Yeah,
see,
a lot
this
of
is
people.
why you're in my life to
That's
keep
okay.
me on trend.
A lot of people do that. Like, I've seen it on TikTok and Instagram, and I was like, oh, I think if I was to meet up with my 16-year-old self, the biggest thing that I would tell her is, don't try and change anything. Yes, this, and this is going to happen, but it's going to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And sorry, I just burped. Don't,
Such
but
a
yeah,
Gilmore girl thing to do is just say.
don't try and change. Like, yes, even though I'm telling you that this, and this is going to happen,
Yeah.
don't try and prevent it from happening, because you have to go through all of these things for a reason. It's to make up the person that you're going to become. That's who I am now. This is who you're going to become.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is why I try and live by having no regrets. I'm like, okay, yes, that was a messy situation. That was crappy. That could have been better. I could have chosen differently, but I'm like, okay, it happened.
Yes.
I just got to move on, and I got to learn not to do it again. Or like, I got to learn from it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, most people wouldn't change it, and I'm the same. And I've actually really been coming into that realization that no, I would not change a lot of the stuff that I have gone through, because I now know that God uses all things for good for those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. Therefore, if I know that everything in my life that God can use for good, and he's going to use for good, then I don't need to worry. Like, you're right.
It's like that saying, oh, if I knew then what I know now.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? If I knew then what I know now, I would have laughed more.
Yeah.
I would have laughed at myself
I
more.
don't think I would have cared as much. If I'd have known, like, when I was 16, what I know now, I don't think I would have cared as much about a lot of things. I would have told my 16-year-old self that the boy that you are currently in love with is just a dirtbag. He's a drop kick. He's just a loser, and you're going to do so much better.
Wait a minute. Who were you with at 16?
I wasn't with anyone.
I was going to say.
But I would, like, the term boy crazy comes to mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've always known that about you.
Oh, sure. You're like, even at 12, you were boyfriend.
Yes, you were.
Hey, look.
I remember you guys writing notes in class.
Oh, my God.
Do you know, this is hilarious. I really do remember that. And part of me was like...
I'm trying to figure it. Oh, no, I do know who it was.
Okay.
I do know who it was.
We better not say it on camera. But, like, I do remember you girls.
That's funny.
And the thing is because I was so young, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, look, I remember doing that. I'm just going to let them get away with
let it slide.
That's right. So, whoopsies, your parents paid for that education. It is true. But anyway, look, you turned out right. I don't know, it wasn't much in my
the amount of times my parents have asked me, how much did we pay for your education?
All right, we got to get back to at least our topic, our theme.
I have some questions for you.
Yes, okay, fire away.
What is something that you wish you understood about your mum earlier?
Oh, yeah. So one thing that I really wish I understood is that God made her just the way he wanted her. Because my mum and I are very different people, extremely, and she is very direct, embarrassing Oh my gosh.
Oh, so is mine.
Oh my gosh.
I love you, Mum, but you know you embarrassed me.
Oh, seriously, I've got so many stories about my mum, and I'm sure we all do. But my mum growing up, my friends used to think that my mum hated them. And I used to be like, no, she loves you, or she really likes it. And they wouldn't come around to my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my mum has this like face that's like, so it's like she's always got a scowl. And she's always like going around like this. She's always.
The
Yes, I was trying to think of a different word. But I'm sure that most people would know.
Yeah, that's what we're talking. Yeah.
Okay, she would.
She had that face.
Yep. But it took me until I was an adult to know that she was just always thinking. And
okay.
Language and communication is not one of her strong suits, and so therefore she didn't know how to converse. So she just finds it hard to converse with people and think of the right words to say. And so she's just there trying to conceptualize the environment and what's happening in the world, and so she then draws it all onto her face. Therefore,
so it's like if her words won't say it, her face will.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. I'm actually grateful now for those moments where I can look back on and we all laugh about it. But when you're living it, it's not fun. So I think the biggest thing that I wish I understood is that, A, she's doing the best that she knows how. So give her some grace, give her some slack. B, know that God's created her. He's put a unique measure of gifts and talent and personality in her. And he's made her, and he says in his word that she is good.
Yeah.
So if God says she is good, even when she does something embarrassing, I just am like, well, God, you created her. So how can I be judgmental of someone that you love with all of your heart?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's giving her some grace. And I definitely wish I would have known that when I was younger, because I didn't understand. Next question.
What's something that you wish your parents knew or understood about yourself?
Okay, I got it. I don't want them to fix everything when I come to them with their scenario.
Yes,
What's
I'm like, most of the time I'm like, I'm not looking for a solution. I just need to rant.
Yes.
Just let me get it out.
Oh my gosh.
But then again, my mum in particular, she's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, just listen. She's like, so I'm your sounding board. I'm like, yes, be my sounding board.
Has she always done that though? Or is that a learned thing?
Probably more, that was probably more growing up, whereas now I'm like, I have a diary. So I just rant to my diary.
I love that. Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes you do need someone to just rant to.
Yeah.
And get everything off your chest, and then know that they're not going to make the situation worse by trying to meddle or go in and like take sides. Yeah.
But I've actually started becoming on the other end of this. I have a friend who just rants to me about everything.
Yeah.
And at the end of at the same time, I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for advice, or do you want me to just listen?
Yes.
Because half the time when she tells me, I'm like, she doesn't ask for advice, or she's like, I just need to rant. She just kind of lays it on me.
Yes.
So then I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to do about it? Or like,
do you ask her that though?
No, I don't.
Probably yes, you do.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a very, very
but mum doesn't.
question.
But my mum doesn't initially ask me that either. She to a point. But I do feel like now that I'm on the other end of that, I'm like, okay, if I rant to my mum, I need to be specific. I'm like, okay, mum, I need to rant. Or like, mum, can I ask you a question, or can I get your advice on this?
Yes, absolutely. As an adult, I do that now with my relationship with mum. But as a teenager,
I was like,
no way. That's exactly right.
Why would you say, or like, how do I word this? Why is the mother-daughter dynamic so complex?
Ooh. So, the reason I believe it is, the mother walks into motherhood not being a mother. She's never done it before. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's creating that path as she goes. So talk about life off script, right? She doesn't have a script. She's doing the best that she can. But not only that, she's walking into it with all of her previous dreams or her dreams. She's walking into it with all of her past experiences. She's walking into it with everything that's happened to her. And so she's filtering everything with that, but then she's got you in the mix as well. And so therefore it's multi-layered. She's got her, she's got you, she's got all of the situations and the scenarios that she's being confronted with on a daily basis. So it's very complex, because when you start delving into you as a person and you know that you got layers and then your mothers have got layers, man, it's a whole you've got two onions.
Yeah. Well, I remember when my sister became a first-time mum, she was so, like, I wouldn't say she was scared, but she was nervous, because she was like, I have this human growing. I'm now responsible for this human. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then she was always very cautious about things that, like, she'd eat, that she'd do, touch, all that sort of stuff. But then when she had her second child, she was like, here we are. Which she, initially she kind of felt the same with me. She was like, I feel like, Renee, you had it a little bit easier than I did, because with our mum, she kind of had a bit of an idea of what she was doing now.
Yeah, and she did learn not to worry as much.
Yeah, that's right. Even though mum still does. But she's a mum. That's what mums do.
They never stop worrying.
No, that's exactly right.
Ever. I feel that. I see that at my age.
Yeah.
My mum still worries from time to time.
Are you eating? Are you drinking water?
I know.
Have you brushed your teeth?
Coffee is water, right? It's got water in it. I'm pretty sure that's how I survived teaching.
You drink more water than I do.
Now I do. Yeah, it's one of the things I've learned in life.
Have you ever said, I'll never be like my mum?
Oh my gosh, okay.
I think every kid has said that at least once.
Yes. 100%.
I think I used to say that when I was a teenager.
Oh, me too.
But then I'm like, the older I'm getting, I'm like, oh, I'm actually more like my mum than I realised.
Oh my gosh, my siblings are all going to laugh at this, but I can't believe that I'm saying this. But it's true.
They're probably
they get.
All your brothers are probably watching you going, oh, you are so like our mom.
I know. Yep, 100%. But when I was a teenager, I despised my mum.
Oh, really?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not have a good relationship
I didn't
with
despise my mum.
Yeah.
But I was like, you're so strict. You never let me do anything. And but now I'm like, thank God.
Is there anything that you now think that your mum said that you couldn't do that you at the time absolutely hated?
Oh, like what we spoke about in last episode, the dating rule.
Oh, yes.
As
Not
a teenager,
that I would have ever been like presented with that opportunity. But,
but as a teen, and for someone who was boy crazy.
You were.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I want to date this boy. I want to date this boy. And like, I was asked out a couple of times.
I believe you.
In high school, but I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to date. And they're like, oh, okay.
I'm really proud of you.
And my sister was the same. She probably got asked out more than I did. My sister's gorgeous.
I know.
But yeah, she was like, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to date. And the guy had to be like, okay, yeah, cool, that's.
Wow.
But honestly, I look back, especially seeing teenagers date these days, and I'm like, thank the Lord Almighty that I did not have that pressure.
Yeah.
Because as a teenager, you're already dealing with enough.
Oh my gosh, being a teenager is one of the hardest experiences in life.
Being a teen, I'm not gonna lie. I used to think.
Just so you know,
I have a thought that being an adult sucks.
mm-hmm.
Being a teenager sucks.
It was one of the hardest seasons of my life.
Yeah.
That and being a young adult.
Yeah, but
yeah.
being a teenager, your emotions everywhere.
Oh
Your
man.
hormones everywhere.
Yes.
You've got all this pressure on about school, like getting good grades, what you're gonna do after you graduate.
Yes.
Some kids are even pressured into getting their first job.
Yes.
And then you've got like extracurriculars that you do, like sport, music, dance.
Yep.
All that sort of stuff.
Yes. And then you got friendships.
And then you've got
the worst.
and then oh my gosh, the amount of teen drama that I see now.
Seeing it from the other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Even it's meant to be,
I do not miss that at all.
I would never go back to being a teen.
No.
Ever. You couldn't pay me enough to go back to being a teen. Oh my god.
Casually getting interrupted by a dog. Bruno, shut up. If I could tell my 16-year-old self something, I would tell her, do not get involved in the... Bruno, shut up!
Actually, you should go get Bruno. He needs to be the star. This dog is so gorgeous.
Come here.
I need more coffee.
But yeah, going back to my 16-year-old self, I would tell her not to worry about your group drama, not to worry about boys. Like, I would just tell her, focus on your schoolwork, focus on yourself, focus on your mental health.
Yep.
Because I will admit, I did not put as much effort into my schoolwork as I know I could have. There's so much potential, but
yes, you did.
my whole mindset was boys, boys, boys. And then it was like friend drama. Oh, this person's not talking to this person. Oh, this person hates this person.
Oh my gosh. Can you remember, like, even in class, you couldn't concentrate sometimes because of the tense, like the anxiety that you had over
some of the tension that we had in our grade, you cut a knife with. My
That's
gosh.
Right. It's like, they often say youth is lost on the young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like you think about it, that's what you're meant to be in your prime, but you're dealing with so many hormones, emotions.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with like issues that you really have never dealt with before because you're so young. Yet.
But yeah,
you're gonna get
like,
through it.
When you're a teenager, everything is a big deal. Everything, like all the drama feels like the end of the world.
It does.
Everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
How many times did you feel like it really was going to be the end of the world?
And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, why? That was just nothing.
Yeah, that's right. But at the time,
you're like, it's such a big deal.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Next question.
Why do you think God asks us to honor our parents?
It's first of all, the family will always reflect the way God works, the unity with God. So by respecting somebody who is older and who is essentially wiser, we're learning how to respect our Heavenly Father as well. And so I do believe also that honor and true respect comes from knowing that they're not perfect, but they're doing what they can, and it's learning to submit to somebody else. So, and understanding that you cannot control the circumstance and the scenario, but you can have a good attitude about it. So in honoring our parents, it also softens our heart and allows us to not try to control our environment and control our situation and circumstance. And it's being like, okay, God, you have given me these sets of parents. You know where I am in the world. You've designed them. You've designed me. And so therefore, okay, I don't agree with what they're doing if you don't, right now, but I physically cannot change it.
Yeah.
And so that's reflecting, I think, also our relationship with God. And it's the first, like, where we learn it first is because it's like, okay, God, I don't understand what you're doing here.
Mm.
I don't, but I have to trust you. And that's the same as when you're growing up in a family. Sometimes you don't understand why your parents make those decisions, but you have to trust them. So it's actually a tangible place that we can learn that principle about trusting God.
We were talking about different parenting styles and between different generations as well. Because there are some things that my parents have raised me on that I'm like, I don't really agree with that. Or I'm like, I don't like that.
I had that same conversation with many, many people. So what we have to understand is that when your kids grow up, they will be saying the same thing. They'll be like,
yeah.
I love this. This was great. This was awesome.
Yeah.
But I didn't like this. This is what I'll do differently.
Yeah.
So there is no such thing as a perfect parent. There's no such thing as a perfect mum or dad, or a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that we have to understand is like, I know that when I was younger, as a teenager, I thought like our family was very, like, I don't know, like different, but really everyone's family is different.
Yeah.
Different is the norm.
Yeah.
And it's learning to understand that and think that, it's not just you. No.
Yeah.
Everyone has difficult times. Everyone has hard, even if you have like a loving family, there's still going to be things in that family that scar you, that hurt you, that you have to deal with as an adult because it was childhood
when I tell
trauma.
people that I've seen my parents scream and yell and argue with each other and they're like, really? That doesn't sound like your parents. And I'm like, yeah, but I see things that you don't because you don't live with us.
That's right. Exactly, because there's no such thing as a perfect family.
But there's also things that I have not seen in my own home as well because my parents try, like they try not yell and scream at each other, especially in front of like myself and my sister.
Yeah.
Can we talk about when mums can't be a mentor? Which is perfectly okay.
It really can be. So just to get clear on the question that you're asking, are you talking about because of the like maybe your mother might be an addict or something, and not present, or are you talking about maybe you just have such a poor relationship with your mother?
Yeah. So what advice would you give? No, I guess not just girls, but like our younger audience that don't have a really, really great relationship with their mum.
Yep. Okay, cool. So the biggest thing is about managing expectations, I feel, is that in society, with a lot of movies, and it's even like, with the Gilmore Girls, which I love, we have this expectation that our mum should be our protector. We should be our therapist, should be our provider, should be the our partner in crime, or the carer, or the funny mom, and this and that, and the healthy mom, or like trying to do all these things, and we can't even expect that of ourselves.
Oh, every mum that I've spoken to have said being a mum is the hardest job in the world.
That's exactly right. Like, I'm not a mum, but I look at mums.
Yeah.
And I just think to myself, wow. But like when I was a teenager, obviously I didn't have that perspective.
I think every teenager in a way takes it for granted.
Yes. Yeah. Like most people do.
Yeah. And like now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I'm so appreciative of my mum. And like...
the other thing that just came to me that I would love to discuss, because I wish I had known this when I was younger. And the fact is that you can always take something good from your relationship with your mum. Even if your mum isn't there or wasn't there for you, okay? From that experience, you can take away the understanding of how hard life can be without a mum.
Yeah.
And you can then provide that for your children. And I've actually seen that. I've got a beautiful friend, I won't mention her name, and she grew up without a mum. Her mum was an addict actually. And so she desired that she was going to provide a very safe place for her children growing up, which is what she's done.
I would love, that's the type of mum I want to be. And not just to my own kids, but to their friends as well.
Yes.
Like I want to be that mum where it's like, okay, if you need a place to stay or you need a place to go where you do feel safe, the door is always open.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so that in itself is a lesson that your mother has given you through not even being there.
Yeah.
So it's having an attitude of gratitude.
Yeah.
And it's having a heart posture that says, you know what, my experience with a mother hasn't been that great, but I've still got something to take away. I've still got a lesson, a gold nugget.
It's like, okay, I know I don't want to become like that, so what can I do to not become like that?
That's right. And then on the like another circumstance could be that, you know, well, yeah, if your mother is
absent in some way,
or very negative, or that you have, or was it a lot of that's right, they have
like toxic,
very toxic or negative, but also and not present, or they could be present but they make a lot of mistakes, or they say things the wrong way, etc. From that experience, you can also be grateful for the fact that at least you know your own DNA. You know where you come from. And you can then make wise decisions about your life, because you see, the thing is, knowing our DNA and what we're potentially what our personality might be prone to, what weakness or that could impact our disposition, that can actually help us in life. For example, I have got drugs in my family, so my eldest brother is addicted to drugs, and has put our family through a lot of difficulties in life, our whole family. But knowing that that's part of my DNA, knowing that like that he has had that personality, has actually given me an understanding that my personality could be addicted in that way. So I have always, really tried to be like, nope, that's not a line. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to go down that road, because I know that I have, in essence, like an addictive personality. And again, I told you about coffee with caffeine, etc. I've had to overcome them. So therefore, I knew that if I was to ever open the door to drugs and alcohol in that way, it could be something that would lead me down
I will drag you so far down the altar.
Oh, the good news is it's not a weakness really of mine. It never has been, because I've closed the door to it, because of the impact that I've seen that on my brother's life, right? And so that's a gift. And if that's your experience with your mum, okay, it's like turning away. Like we often can get trapped in our story. We can often be like, oh, I am the way I am because I had a horrible childhood, or I had this happen to me in my childhood.
I hate to say it, but a lot of people use that as an excuse.
And that's why I love that we're having these discussions. Yeah. Because I know that you and I both, we desire to help especially young women understand that your past doesn't have to define you. Yeah. You can, in fact, everyone has a past. There is no human alive who doesn't go through trauma, who doesn't, even in the best homes.
And pain and emotion. And grief.
That's right. And it's learning to work through your story and your trauma, and letting it help you and guide you and make you stronger, rather than getting stuck in it. Because, every day we have the opportunity. When we wake up, we can choose to be happy or sad. We have that choice within our hand. Yeah. We can think about the negative and think about the things that have we don't like about our life, and that will keep us stuck in our past. Or we can create a new pathway by thinking about things that are good and pure and beautiful and right. And we know, obviously, the Bible tells us to do that. So that's one thing I've been really realizing, is that my future is in my hands. It really, truly is. I'm creating it.
Your future's in God's hands.
Well, no. The thing is, we still have free will.
Oh, yeah.
So God, really, we can choose.
I suppose it's whether you choose to put your future in God's hands.
Yeah, that's right. But also, the thing is that, we effectively, God is in control, but he cannot do anything on earth but through us. See, we forget that God, even though he is capable and able, Okay, he doesn't have permission on the earth to work through people unless we give him permission.
Yeah.
So it still comes down to us. We still have to make the decision to choose to follow him, or we still have to make the decision to be right. So it's still our choice. You know, yes, like circumstances are in God's hands, but we have to give him permission. Otherwise he can't work a miracle if we don't give him permission to do so.
I would strongly advise, if you don't have a great relationship with your mum, to find like a female, like an older female figure, whether it be like a big sister or even just like a motherly figure, someone that you do know, someone that you can trust, who can kind of in a way fill that position, who can offer you that support, the advice, the guidance that you feel you're lacking from your own mother.
Yes, because having a someone who's lived life as in female shoes, because females are different to males. Okay, we do need that female input who has lived life. You know, more than what you have. It is very important. And it's not always easy, or, you know, to find somebody. So, like, we understand, and that's why we want to be here as well. So if you do ever have questions, we want to engage with our audience. We want you to know that.
Feel free to reach out to us about any topics, or
that's right,
things that you want us to discuss, or any advice.
That's right, because we also, like, in this online world, we have access to people. Like, you know, Renee and I, we have lived our life, and we're aiming this podcast at younger, you know, 16 to 25-year-olds, because we know that that's a vulnerable place. We've both lived through that age bracket, and we've come out the other side.
Just getting out of 25.
Yes. But it's still experience.
Yeah. And everyone's different.
They are. And we need,
And I think I love how diverse you and I are. Like, your home life was very different to mine. You know, your future is very different to mine.
Yes.
Your goals are very different to mine.
Yeah. Because God has created, and neither one is more holy.
Yeah.
Neither
100%.
one is better than the other. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm actually loving having the popcorn here.
Hold on. Well, I got my chocolate bar. It is a scorched peanut bar.
Do you know I've only just tasted that probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah, apparently they've been around for years.
Forever. Yeah, that's right.
And I only just discovered this not that long ago as well.
Yeah.
And it actually tastes amazing.
I know.
I was like, oh, I'm obsessed.
I had a friend who introduced them to me, and I actually then bought it as a gift, and then I never got to them.
This is what happens when you buy someone chocolate. It's like,
I know.
Maybe just a little nibble. Next minute, the whole bar's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. Have you ever had to set boundaries with your own mum or parental figure?
Do you know what? That is so powerful. And the answer is yes. I have. And oh my gosh, and it was a very, very big moment for me to understand that you can be respectful, you can honor your parents, but still create boundaries for them.
I feel like this is not a great thing to eat on camera.
Oh, because it's
really crunchy.
It's crunchy. And it's going to come through. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Guess who has to deal with the aftermath? Me.
Okay,
Editing.
give me a minute.
That's all right. I've been eating popcorn the whole time. And then, like, every now and again, I realize, like, when you're talking and I'm going, I'm like, I'll tell you later. How you going?
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Take 3.
So, getting back to our very deep and meaningful topic, have I had to set boundaries with my mum? Okay, the answer is yes, and the reason being is because she's still human. She's not perfect. And see, the thing is like mum was wanting a lot of my time, especially I suppose going when I was studying at uni journey, and I thought that anytime my mum asked for help, I had to help her, like drop everything. You know, the Bible says to honor your parents, and that's what I thought it was. To drop everything. But the issue was that my assignments weren't getting done because I remember she was struggling with technology at the time. So I didn't do well on some assignments, and I just felt so broken as a person.
Don't mind me.
That's all right. I never do. And yeah, I then remember sitting down with a female mentor of mine who knew my mum and my beautiful mum, and she was able to say, you know what, it's okay to have a healthy boundary with your mum, because you know what, you know, at the end of the day, yes, she is still human too, and she just probably needed to understand, or you needed to communicate with her that you actually couldn't drop everything because you had a very important deadline to make. And so the biggest takeaway is communication is very important with your parents, letting them know that.
See, my mum and I are only just kind of setting those boundaries now. Like I'm, you know, like if I want to go out with a friend, or, you know, she was, you know, she is the type of person where she's like, oh, where are you going? Who are you going with? What time will you be home? If your parents ask you those questions, don't sort of clap back at them and be like,
no, it's very important just to be respectful and to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
It's like, try to imagine yourself in their shoes. They gave birth to you. They love you with every fiber of their being.
And like you said before, like mums are always going to worry. It's like dads are the same. Like parents always worry about their kids.
Yes.
But yeah. And like it's initially they need to know, because if something does happen to you, then they know who to call, they know initially where to go. Or...
Yeah, that's right. It's just those safety aspects. So if you cover the safety aspects, and then it depends on how old you are. So when you're still at school, absolutely, I do believe that it is important that the parents know who you're with, where you're going. At school, it's just standard. It's just a non-negotiable. I actually do believe that.
I agree.
Yeah, because you're in those formative years where you're working out. You're still under a lot of peer pressure. I hate to say it too, but like I remember when I did things under peer pressure. Yeah. When I was, you know, going through, especially because I had lived my life without really knowing God.
And like if your mum or your parent says no to you doing something, just trust that they've got a really good reason. For keeping you away from. For saying no.
Do you know something I do want to talk about to the younger, like our audience really, is that above all else, know that if God decides on something for your life, nothing in this world can stop that from happening. When I was struggling, when I was a teenager, and I was thinking that if I didn't go to this event, then I would miss out on this opportunity. I had huge FOMO, right? Yeah. And if my mum said no, or my dad said no, you couldn't go, I would have like the biggest FOMO. I would be angry. I would be upset. I'd be like, you could just stop my destiny. I could meet somebody.
It's like,
there
I wouldn't be popular. Or
That's
I wouldn't.
Right.
I won't fit in. Or like, I feel like a lot of people don't consider this, especially as a teenager. Your parents can see and sense things within environments and people that you don't. Like, for example, I have a friend who just got out of a relationship. Yes. And their mum, like I was talking to their mum about the relationship, and she was like, oh mate, I sensed red flags from the get-go. Like from early on, I sensed red flags with this person. Yes. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. So she was like, I knew. She's like, I don't want to say this, but I knew it wasn't going to last. And I was like, okay. Yep. But they do. But yeah. And I feel like with my mom as well, she would always tell, not just myself, but even my sister, like, be careful who you're friends with. And I'm like, and a lot of pretty much nearly 90% of the friends I had in high school, I'm not friends with anymore. Yes.
And that's important for
Yeah,
our
like
viewers to
especially
know.
especially after you graduate, you really find out who your friends are.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. See, you go through seasons with different
Exactly,
friends.
and like you develop different interests, and life takes you in different directions.
yes,
You might move or start uni, full-time work, and just things get in the way. But then, like, for me, it was a lot of morals and beliefs that just didn't align with these people, and I'm like, yeah, cool, bye.
that's good. That's strong, Renee.
Yeah,
And that's
because I'm like, I'm a person where I'm like, I don't want to, and I have in the past, I'm like, I don't want to compromise my beliefs and my morals and like things that I want to do in my future. I'm like, I don't want to compromise that for anyone.
That's right. And that's really important because ultimately we only get one chance at life.
Yeah. YOLO.
100%. We really do. This is our time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, okay, even though God covers our sins, we still have to live through the consequences of our choices.
Yeah.
And that's what I want, okay, I think that our viewers to understand is that when we still have to face the consequences. I remember one time God gave me a word. Moses, couldn't go into the promised land. And God was basically saying to me, Kareen, if you go down this path, you are going to wake up. You can cry, you can have a tantrum, you can yell, you can scream, but you will not go through the land that I've got for you.
Yeah.
Because you've chosen to walk the other way. It was the same with the promised land. He could cry, and then God said, enough.
Yeah.
Do not question me anymore. And I felt like God was saying to me, Kareen, if you go down this way, there was this opportunity that I had.
That's a bit of a parental. Like,
it was.
Yeah. That to me is like, okay, in that sense, he was being a parent and being like, okay, stop with your temper tanny.
Yes.
Like, and as a parent, he's warning you, going, okay, if this is the way you go, this is what.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you go this way, this is what's going to happen.
And this is what happened.
Yeah.
Can I just say that? This is what happened.
Yeah.
This podcast is the directive I took because I had an opportunity to go somewhere else.
The amount of times where my mum, I'll think about things that my mum used to warn me or like tell me about, especially back when I was in high school. And I'll think back on it now and I'm like, she was actually right.
Absolutely, Renee.
And she'll tell me, I'm sorry, I was what now?
Oh,
Mum and I do that with each other. Like,
yes.
Even when
special,
I'm right and she's right, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm what? Say that again.
I'm pretty sure you said that to me.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Me too.
It's just a shame that it doesn't hit you until you're older, that you're like, oh, my mom was right.
I know. And that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
So that you guys don't have to live through that. You can experience a beautiful relationship with your mum now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait until 10 years down the road. You can actually learn from our experiences and you can start living your best life today.
Yeah.
Because you can choose. Yeah.
If your parents set boundaries for you, like especially as a teenager, just trust that it's for a reason. They're protecting you from something you may not see.
That's
or
right.
you may not know.
And you think you do.
Exactly.
You totally think you do when you're that age.
You think you
know,
as a 16-year-old, you think you know everything. You think you're just this, you're like, oh, well, I'm an adult now. Like, I'm a grown-up.
I know, right. Yeah.
Sit down. You know nothing.
I know.
Sit down.
I remember thinking to myself, oh, all the other 16-year-olds think that they know everything.
Facts.
But, I do know everything. I remember thinking that.
Oh, you know something I used to throw at my parents? Oh, but all of my friends are doing this, or all of my friends get this, or and my mum was like, I don't care about them. I care about you.
Oh, wow. That's actually just like sent shivers down my spine, but it is true.
It is, yeah.
Yes, and I'm thankful for a parent who's going to fight for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, and because you know what? Sometimes parents want to be, they want to be the friend. Like, actually, that's a really good concept when it comes
Yeah.
to the Gilmore Girls because, you know, like,
But I feel like, and the good thing about my mum is she knows when to be a mum and she knows when she can be a friend.
yeah.
But she's like, okay. So, like, you know, she's like, okay. Like, when we're out, you know, shopping or, like, talking, you know, a lot of the time I'm like, you're not my mum, you're my friend. But at the same time, she's like, okay, I know when I need to be a mum.
Yeah.
Growing up, like, I think probably up until you're about 18, that's where your mum needs to be your mum.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's a really good concept because...
And I feel like as a teenager, some mums try to be more your friend than your teenager. Than your friend.
Yeah.
Because...
That's their own insecurity.
Because it's, I feel like it's a fear of hate. Like, they don't want their kid to hate them. So they're
That's
like,
right.
okay, I'll try and be their friend and not their mum.
Yeah.
But kids need...
It doesn't end well, generally. You can,
Yeah. But I think, like, especially for a kid, like a kid teen, they've got heaps of friends. But they've only got, generally, they've only got one mum and they've only got one dad.
That's right. That's such a good perspective, Renee. It really is. And as much as, like, it's hard to hear the word no, okay, it is sometimes
I feel like
the
no
best
one likes
word.
hearing the word no.
It's the best word. And it can be
Yeah.
the best word for you in a particular scenario.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, just before we leave things and wrap things up, actually, you pretty much summed it up. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, when it comes to the Gilmore Girls, we idolize Lorelai and Rory, and we see them how they have this beautiful friendship, okay, growing up. And like, I know that a lot of mums would almost feel that, like, guilt, or they would love to, they just want to be the friend.
My mum has said to me, she's like, like, growing up, she always felt guilty. She's like, I feel guilty if I say no. I feel guilty if I say yes, because then I'm like, oh, am I being too lenient, or if I'm not being hard enough? And, you know,
actually, I felt like that as a teacher.
Yeah,
I really did. When I was that age, when I was young, when I was teaching you guys, I did not have a good, healthy understanding of boundaries.
Yeah, because it's like you want to be the fun teacher that everybody loves, everybody wants as their teacher. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but you have to be a teacher where you have to say no. You have to, sometimes you have to be the bad guy.
That's exactly right. 100%.
And that's what being a parent is. It's like, okay, yeah, you can have fun and have good times with your kids, but it's knowing when to put your foot down and be the bad guy.
Yep.
So, we have...
I told you, stuffing my face is a talent. You want me to teach you?
No, thank you.
I want you to do chubby bunnies.
Oh my gosh.
I could do it with popcorn.
Go on.
Okay. They're disintegrating.
I feel like it doesn't work with popcorn.
It doesn't work with popcorn.
No. Wait, we should do like a sleepover episode.
That would be really
like
cool.
We'll get like cute little PJs. We'll do like girly challenges, like we'll bring out clinkers. We'll do
yes, like truth and dare. Truth or dare.
Yeah. Or we'll make the episode like fun things to do at a sleepover. Or like
Okay, that's awesome. All right. Okay. That's right.
So we have set a challenge for our viewers. So this will be posted on our socials, but if you want to leave a comment in the comment section, we have a question for you. So the question is, what's one thing your mum did right? And what's one thing you wish your mum knew about you? So leave a comment to answer the question. Go like, comment, subscribe to our channel. We will be posting the links to all of our socials as well. Go follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and go check out our Facebook page.
Spread a little love to your mum.
Go give her a hug. Go tell her you love her. And we look forward to reading all of your answers.
Yes, we love you all, and we want you to live your best life ever. Mwah! See you next time. Wait a minute.
you.